we're going to learn about creating custom work item types. And as you know, a work item is the fundamental unit of work in Ravetree. Often these are things like tasks, maybe a user story, epic, and these can be customized. Okay, so let's look at how to do that. We're going to go over to the admin section and then work item types. And you'll see here on the left, these are all the different custom work item types that we've created. All right, so you'll notice that for this one, bug, this might be useful if you're doing software. So you might want to create a custom type for tracking bugs and defects that come in. So you've got the name, the plural name. You can make this the default so that when you go over to create a new work item, it would default to whichever one you've selected. You can pick an icon. So there's a lot of icons to choose from, give it a color. And then you can kind of select what shows up on the work item form. Okay, so for bug, we haven't selected any of these. Down here, we have selected a few fields. So we've got the account field, the contact field, and you can see that they're enabled right here. You could also make these fields required. Furthermore, if you'd like to add any custom fields, just click here and select the type of custom field that you want to create. Maybe a checkbox, add a value, whatever it may be. Now, if we go back and we're going to create a work item, so we've got task, and you'll notice if we kind of move this down, checklist is enabled for the type task. Dependencies, we've also got that, so let's see what that looks like. So dependencies there, that's the checklist. Files, and then the accounting section. So for a lot of work items, you may not need the accounting, which includes really two parts. The billing section, so if all of your work items for a particular type are, say, non-billable, you may decide to just disable this. Likewise with the budget, you may not need budgeting capabilities for a work item, so you can disable that. Now, every work item type, regardless of which one you select, will have the info tab and the people tab. So you can see when I selected bug, those are the only ones that show up. And we've also got just a few fields that we felt were necessary for this type of work item. With the people, you're always going to have the option to specify an owner for that work item. You can add multiple assignees, and you can also put followers down here. Let's see what some of these others are. Content is even simpler. We just have the priority and the title. And defect, it's kind of similar to bug, just another example. And as you can see, we've got some of the other options selected here. So in summary, you can create your own custom work item types that reflect the type of work you do at your company. You can customize the fields that show up. And in that way, have really nice controls over the different types of work that you do. Now, you can go over to the work items page, and then you can group by type. So we'll select that now. So these are the custom work item types that we've created: content, defect, epic. So you may find it useful to group, support ticket, task, and just see your work items grouped by type. Of course, you could filter by type as well. So there's a lot of things you can do with custom work item types. Here you can see the different types that we have.